Hey guys, so a lot of people have been asking me lately about my chest workout, alright? What are the exercises? What are the reps, the sets? What do I do exactly, the order? Well, I'll give you that in this video, but let me first start by saying that not every single workout will be the same for me. A lot of times I will go by feeling, I will go depending on if a machine is used or not. If a machine is used, I will switch it up, but I always have a kind of a plan to follow that I'll give you guys, but it's never the same. Sometimes I feel like putting more weight on, sometimes doing more reps, sometimes I'm doing less rest. So just telling you guys, my workouts are never the same, but I have a plan that I'm following and I'll tell you guys exactly what it looks like. All right, the sets, the reps, by the way, my beautiful cat. So let's start. Number one exercise is always a pre-exhaustion exercise, which means it could be a fly machine or a cable crossover. All right, cable crossover or fly machine, I always will prioritize the fly machine. All right, and I will go for 4 sets and my rep range will be high, so 12, 15, sometimes 20 reps. The goal of this is bringing as much blood as possible in the chest area, activating it, warming up the chest. All right, warming up, getting blood in there, getting blood in the tendons, activating the chest, isolating it, and kind of hitting it a little bit before going on my presses. All right, I love pre-exhausting my chest before pressing heavy. It's a technique that I've been using for years and it's been doing wonders for me. All right, yes, I'm not benching as heavy, but I'm feeling my chest a lot more. So start with that. Start by doing your flies. And yes, I'm doing a lot of reps. I'm going high reps, but it doesn't mean that the weight is easy. It doesn't mean that it's just a warm-up. No, I'm going almost to failure every single set and I'm feeling my chest like crazy. The burn, the pump is just bringing all the blood in there. All right, so I always start with that. Pec, deck, fly, 4 sets. Moving on. Sometimes I could also superset that with push-ups if I really want to pre-exhaust my chest even more. So I'll do pec, deck, fly, push-ups, and then rest a bit. All right, so let's say I did just the pec, deck, fly on its own, 4 sets, 12, 15, 20 reps, and I take short rest periods, so 60 seconds, 90 seconds max. Moving on, I'll go to my second exercise. Now that's where I will incorporate my bench press most of the time. All right, so bench press, again, I don't go super heavy on the bench press. I make sure that I'm taking my time on the way down, slowing down the reps, slowing down the way down, keeping my time under tension high. All right, so my reps will look like 1, 2, 3, boom. I really do that. Helps me not getting injured and it helps me get more results because my goal is building muscle and not just lifting heavy weight. All right, so I will do on the bench press, let's say 5 sets, and the reps are always around 8 to 12. All right, I will start maybe the first set with 12, bring it down to 10 and do 3 sets of 8 after. But after every single set of bench, I'll go for a push-up and a push-up to failure. So it's another way to exhausting your chest in a different way. Why do I do that? Because I don't want to go to failure on my chest, on my bench, because then if I go to failure every single time, I'm risking the injury, the form might not be the best, and the bar will just be stuck on me. So I don't want to go to failure. I'll stop at 1 rep short of failure or 2, and then I'll put the bar back and jump on the floor and go for push-ups to failure. It's really something that has helped me get my chest to failure and get as much activation on my chest. All right, and don't forget, I already did the chest flies, so my chest is already pre-fatigued. So by the time I'm hitting that bench, I'm not benching the heaviest weight. I'm not going for PRs. All right, so it really hits the ego because sometimes I'll just have 1 plate on each side, but trust me, the results and the gains that you get from it, that's what bodybuilding is about. All right, is that putting as much tension as possible and isolating the muscle rather than just moving the weight from A to B. All right, you want to do the internal work, the mind muscle connection, slowing down, feeling that burn, what most people want to avoid. All right, so after moving on of my chest and push-up superset, I'll go most of the time and do an incline press. But for the incline, I always keep a light incline. I don't go for a big incline like a 45 degree, but I'd rather do an incline of around 30 to 15 degrees only on an incline. And I realize that I really feel my upper chest a lot more and my shoulders less. The more I incline it, I'm ending up doing a lot of shoulders. So I prefer incline it just a little bit, 15 to 30. If you've never tried 15 degrees on an incline, trust me, it's a game changer. And I will go for 4 to 5 sets on this one. And this one I could superset it with push-ups but hands on the bench. So basically it looks like a decline push-up where my hands are on the bench, my feet on the floor, and I'm just like that. It will hit my lower chest, but you know what? It's also depending on the way you're pressing. You can also make it work more your upper chest. So long story short, I'll be doing 4 or 5 sets of the incline dumbbell presses. Reps will range around 12. Yeah, I don't go under 10, honestly. I don't go under 10. I've been thinking I haven't done a lot of 8 reps on my chest workouts. The 8 reps only that I will do is on my bench press. So I will go for 12 reps. Yeah, 12 reps. But trust me, the last rep is pretty hard. And again, on those ones, I can a little bit go to failure because I can just drop the weight after. I will do 12 reps and then I will go on the push-ups to really finish up that chest. Alright, I love incorporating supersets in my workout, keeping the short rest periods. Alright, you know, hit the iron when it's hot. I don't like resting too much. I don't care if my weight drops, but I love doing those giant sets, those supersets, just hitting the muscle. Alright, already the pump is there. I don't like losing that pump. So 4 or 5 sets, dumbbell press superset with push up. Moving on, I will go on a cable crossover and high to low. So basically I'll be doing that. But instead of doing flies, I will start by doing presses. So it's basically a kind of a dip, alright? I prefer that over a dip just because personally I kind of was injured a long time ago doing dips. I wasn't doing them the right way, trying to load and everything. So I just have a small phobia of redoing dips. But it doesn't mean that you should avoid dips. I think they're great exercise, but I kind of replicate it with that cable crossover, but I'll do presses. And I will superset that with flies. So of course I'll change the weight. I'll start with the presses. I'll go for 12 reps and right away after finish it with those cable crossover flies. Really help me get my lower chest and feel it well. Alright, so I'll do 4 sets of those. And after that, after I'm done with that, I'll do 5 sets of push-ups to failure. So let's say I'm done with those. I'm done with the crossover, with the dips, with flies. I will do 4 supersets. I will take 60 to 90 seconds rest. I'm done with it. Last exercise will be 5 sets of push-ups to failure, as minimum as possible of rest in between each set. So it's really helping me pump up my chest as much as possible, reaching all the muscle fibers that I couldn't reach during the workout. By that time, I'm only doing 10 push-ups and my chest is on fire, but I love it. And that's it for my chest workout, alright? That's it. Then I'll finish off with some triceps. I could do 2-3 sets of, 4 or 5 sets of rope, alright? 12 to 15 reps, and I'm done. That's my workout. It would take me an hour, 15 minutes, and I'll be done, trust me. Well, sometimes it takes me an hour 30 because there's always an annoying guy at the gym that comes to me and tell me about his job, and the waiter, he works in a restaurant. And long story short, there's always a 15-minute of chatting here and there and me acting interesting when people talk to me, and I'm like, wow, but in reality I just can't wait to get on my next set. Alright, I learned with time that sometimes when people talk to you, it's because they feel the need to share something, and I don't want to be this annoying guy at the gym that just kind of want to have a barrier and not let people in and like be like, hey, don't talk to me, I'm training. That's not what bodybuilding is. Bodybuilding is also about talking, communicating, and a bunch of bros that want to share some stories sometimes, and maybe I'm the only one that he can share that with me. So sometimes I take time and I talk to people, and of course I do that all the time. Alright, so that's it for this video. That's what my chest workout looked like. If you guys like those type of videos, I can tell you exactly every single other body part, how I work out and what it looks like for me. But like you saw, I really focus on doing a lot more supersets, circuits, giant sets, getting that chest to failure. Rather than focusing on lifting heavy, I focus on the time under tension, slowing down the reps, making sure that my mind-muscle connection is really there. I'm focusing on my muscle, the squeeze, the stretch. And that's what bodybuilding is about. So that's it for this video. Hope you give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao. Watch the next one showing on the screen.